So economics, let's go to grade 11, so grade 12. Okay. In grade 12, term 1 பார்த்தோம்னாக்கா, you can see term 1. And the first thing is they are given money and banking. Okay, term 1 consists of 40 marks. Again, MCQ based questions. 90 minutes, that is 1 hour 30 minutes duration. So what are all the topics which comes under term 1 in the sense money and banking? Okay, then government budget and economy, balance of payment. Okay, that is from part A in macroeconomics. Part B, Indian economy on the year of independence, Indian economy 1950 to 1990, LPG, then poverty, then human capital formation, rural development. So these are all the topics we'll be studying in term 1, and which consist of MCQ based question paper. Got it? So total how many marks? 40 marks. And what about project? So we have project for 10 marks. Okay, so we have project for 10 marks. So project we will discuss at the end now. So this is what about term 1. So what about term 2? Term 2, you can see from term 2 is a subjective question paper. Subjective. Okay, so 40 marks. Exam duration is 2 hours. Then part A consists of national income, that is and aggregates the determination of income and employment. Then part B consists of employment, infrastructure, sustainable economic development. Then comparative development experience of India and its neighborhoods. So one entire chapter is missing. India miss ஆகுற மாதிரி இருக்கா? Can you guess? Can you please identify which one is that? Can you guess which chapter is that? Something is missing like that.
First two chapters.
இல்லை, foreign exchange market மிஸ் ஆகிற மாதிரி இருக்கா? Foreign exchange market.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
that is the types of foreign exchange like floating, and then fixed, flexible. இதெல்லாம் படிச்ச ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? Foreign exchange. So in money and banking, then government budget, then balance of payment. இது 3. Okay, then this is what they are given. You can see money. What is money? They are given. Then banking systems, commercial bank and central bank. Then budget. We have discussed revenue, budget, capital receipts, then capital expenditure. இதெல்லாம் படிச்சோம். Then government deficit எல்லாம் படிச்சிருந்தோம். Balance BOP ல வந்து பார்த்தோம்னாக்க we have studied so far. Yes, இருக்கு இங்க இருக்கு பாருங்க. Foreign exchange rate is here. Okay, meaning fixed, flexible and managed floating. So this is what they had given. So everything is there. Okay, so this time they didn't remove any concepts. So again we have 10 marks for project work. Okay, so we'll go for project now then. So what about project? So here in economics we have one what little freedom. What's that freedom in the sense? We can go for any other topic. You can see any other topic. So list of topics they are given. So apart from this topic, we can go for any other topic. Okay, last time we took radio your seniors they have done, then TV, then role of mass media, in our film industry and its economical support to our country. These topics we all took. So fine, as like that. So here the project one. Then what is the objective of project one? Then as usual, the to enable objectives of project work are to enable learners எதுக்குனாக்கா for deeper into personality inquiry, initiate action, reflection on knowledge and skills, views, etc. Analyze, evaluate real world scenarios. So what is the real world scenarios using whatever the things we have studied in our subjects? Demonstrate the applications of critical and creative thinking skills and abilities. So, to produce an independent and extend piece of work, follow up aspect and learners have interest and develop the communication skills to argue logically. Okay, so that's what we last time our friends they took participate in debate. Okay, so argue logically. Fine. So role of teacher here, the teacher and then teacher plays a critical role in developing thinking skills of the learners. What about this person came? Abhishek? Abhishek Vantara. So we have only
No, sir.
17 participants. No, okay, fine. Okay, next. So here, help each learner to select the topic. Teacher alone topic topic select பண்றது and discussion. Then facilitator to support. Okay, we need to monitor the project. நீங்க என்னென்ன பண்றீங்க related to your project work. We need to monitor and need to periodic discussions. Then guide research work in terms of sources of relevant data. They ensure the students must understand relevance and usage of primary evidence and other sources in the project. Duly acknowledge the same. Then ensure that students are able to derive a conclusion from the content side. The limitation faced during the research and give appropriate reference used in the doing research work. Educate learner about the plagiarism. Okay, plagiarism in the sense copy paste. So importance of quoting source of information to ensure authenticity of research work. Then arrange presentation of the prof- project file and steps involved to in the conduct of project. First one, then we need to choose the topic title. Then we need to collect the data materials. We need to organize those materials. We need to present the materials. We need to analyze. Then draw the relevant conclusion. Then presentation in project work. So this is compared to business, these steps are quite easy. Okay, so here, are you all there, guys? Working there?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
expect a checklist of your project work. First one, then title of the project. So identify the causes, events, what make you to choose this project. For example, demonetization. We know very well change of currency or fiat money. There is legal money. So legally, our government banned that what fiat money. அப்ப என்ன ஆகும்னு பார்த்தோம்னாக்கா, you can see what causes. Identify the causes for demonetization. What are the events? What are the remedies for that? So this is how we need to collect. Then various stakeholders and effect on them, advantages, disadvantages. Sure, I mean we need to write about advantages of demonetization, disadvantages, then long term, short term implication strategies, then validity, reliability, appropriateness, and relevance of data, then presentation and writing the succinct or coherent profile. So citation இதெல்லாம் வந்து we need to do in our work. Okay, and also bibliography. You can see bibliography. Fine. So next one is about so last fifth step is what term-wise assessment of project. So the project has broadly classified on the broadly following phases: synopsis, initiation, data collection, data analysis, interpretation, conclusion. The aspect of project work to be covered by student can be assessed during the term, 2 terms. 20 marks assigned for the project work can be divided into 2 terms in the following. First one, the Batanagar, July to September. What are the periodic work நீங்க என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கணும்? Background, அதாவது instruction and about the project guidelines, background, reading, discussion on the theme, selection of the final topic, initiations, and synopsis. Okay. Next, what is the assessment rubrics? So, what are the things we need? We will assess. First one is a statement, objective, then need of the study, research, questions, review of literature, presentation of evidence, methodology, questionnaire, data collection. Questionnaire in the sense, or questionnaire in the sense, do you remember a set of questions we have framed last time? Guys, are you all there? So let me share you what is questionnaire later. Okay. So next one is
Yes, sir.
October to November. What we have to do? We need to plan, organize action, then feasibility study, then updating the action plan, then data collection. So what are the assessment in the sense? Significance and relevance of topic, challenges, then conducting the research. So இதுதான் வந்து midterm by examiner. So in between, the internal examiner will observe you and they will give you 10 marks. And for the end, the external will be appointed by the board of CBSE Central Board of Examination. So they will come and they will inspect and they will conduct viva based upon the project what we have done. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி பார்த்தோம்னாக்கா we need to conclude the project by limitation, suggestions, bibliography, analysis. Okay, so for viva as usual, as like business, will be having 5 marks. Then for periodic work, you have 5 marks, 10. So these are the topics you can see in class 12. Micro scale, small scale, then employment situation in India, GST, HTA, self-help group, then monetary policy, government budget, exchange rate determination, that is foreign exchange rate, livestock, that is livestock is the livestock in the sense what it is animal husbandry, like dairy farm, cow dairy farm, then fish farming, then crab farming, in the these things which comes under livestock exchange. Then what Sharva Shiksha Abhiyan. This is what about poverty is one of the poverty elevation program initiated. It's a Hindi word initiated by state central government. Then minimum support prices, then wage management, digital India, vertical farming, make in India, then rise of concrete jungle, then any other newspaper article. If you have, you can do project in that. Then food supply, disinvestment policy, health expenditure, inclusive growth, trends in credit availability in India, role of RBI in control of credit, trends in budgetary conditions, currency war, alternate fuel, then golden quadrilaters, relationship between price index and economic health of nation, minimum wage rate, rainwater harvesting, Silk Route revival of the past, bumper production, boon or bane for the farmers, organic farming, then any other topic it's general to us, we can choose the interested topic. Any doubts, guys?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Simply don't say no. Okay, fine. Then we'll get back to the topic now. So we are able to discuss from what number of poor in India from the year 19 discuss பண்ணிட்டோமா இல்ல முடிச்சிட்டோமா I think we have done this, yes. So we need to start from which British rule adverse effect of living standard of Indians. Okay. Okay, fine, guys. Shall we get into the topic? So I want everyone to stick on to the portions and listen carefully. So British rule adverse effect on living standard of India. Do you agree or disagree? Say anyone. Anyone? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
I want to cross check whether I have muted or not, but you people are not answering. So fine. So there is no doubt that British rule had a substantial negative impact on Indian economy and standard of living of the people. British government systematically destroy Indian industries. The primary motive behind the deindustrialization was twofold. First one is to get raw materials like jute, cotton from India at cheap rate that to be used for by upcoming modern industries in return. To sell finished products like again cotton cloth of British industries in Indian market higher price. Okay, you can see here. So actually, cotton they are buying it for cheaper price. That means for them it's a profit for British people. Okay, it's a profit. Why? Because they are buying cotton for very cheaper price. Okay. Second thing, what they are doing, they are making that cotton as a finished goods, and they are selling it in India for what? For a higher price. You can see. So they are buying raw material cheaper price itself. They are getting what one positive, and second positive in the sense for their economy, they are selling it for high price. So that means their economy, they develop their economy by using our resources and our economy. So that's what happened. More than 70% of Indians were engaged in agriculture through the British Raj period. The British policies raised rural taxes, which enabled merchants and moneylender to become a large landowners. Okay. Are you there, guys? Sirkingla?
Yes.
Hello? Okay, fine. So, like zamindari system, so which was practiced in India during this British rule. So, more than 70% of Indians were engaged in agriculture throughout British Raj period. So, British policies raised rural taxes, that is lagan, which enable merchant and moneylender to become landowners. Okay, so they all develop their wealth of the nation. Under British rule, Indian began to export food grains. So it is responsible for frequent famines. What do you mean by famines? Famines in the sense panjam. Okay, patrakurai. So what happened during British rule? India began to export what food grains? Ellame, they have taken food grains from us. But what happened in India? There was a famines. Around 26 million people died in famines in the year 1875 to 900. Okay, so it's a history. So 26 million in the sense how many people? 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs. That is 26 million in the sense how much? I said 1 million 10 lakhs. Now 26 means what? How much? There is 260 lakhs. So around 2.5 crore people died due to famine. So in short, British Raj made miserable condition of people, poor people in India. The major goal was provide a market for British exports. Okay, so the British Raj என்ன பண்ணிருக்காரு he made a miserable condition. என்ன conditionனாக்கா he made India the main goal was to provide market for British exports. To have Indian service is debt payments to Britain. For India to provide manpower for the British Imperial armies. Okay, so என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க? So British armies என்ன பண்ணாங்க? They took our manpower to fight for them against their enemies. So what we can conclude here in a sense that is, so during this British rule, our Indian economy was adversely got affected. So agriculture, the principal means of livelihood. Are you all there, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Others,
Sir.
so please don't sleep, guys. So please listen to me. Fine. So agriculture is still the principal means of livelihood. Okay. So in India, agriculture is the principal means of livelihood, and land is primary asset of the rural people. So the ownership of land is important determinant of material well-being, and those who own some land have better living conditions. Okay. So in actually during the British people, India was an agriculture country. We all know very well, and we have the 75 percentage of people, and they rely on agriculture. Okay. So what happened here? So this after this British people they came. என்ன பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க? Are you all there, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So at least the people those who have few acres of land, at least what they can some land இருக்கிறவங்க என்ன பண்ணாங்க? They can able to maintain their conditions. But the people those who don't have land really they are all struggled a lot. So low success rate of land seeding. Somewhere else we have studied about land seeding. Yeah. So what is land
Yes.
seeding? Anyone? Last class we have studied. They will fix the limit. Yes or no? For a particular person, for example, this Jamindar, I think, last time I have shown you one Jamindar earlier. He had nearly 76,000 acres of land. Singampatti Jamin, yes, okay. Now what happened here? Land ceiling என்னாச்சு, the fixing the land limit. யாரும் வந்து இவ்வளோக்கு மேலே வச்சுக்க கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு we are fixed. அப்போ இருந்தாலும் என்ன பண்ணாங்க? Even though people they find some loophole in the law, Indian government rules, and they what kept their they just transfer those properties in their Binamis name. You can see the low rate of success of the land ceiling. What is land ceiling? So land ceiling refers to fixing specific limit of land. Okay, இப்போ ஒரு ஆளுக்கு வந்து 10 acres land தான் வச்சுக்க முடியும்னாக்க not more than 10 anyone can buy. Okay, the wood could be owned by whom? Individual. So beyond the limit, all land belongs to a particular person would be taken over by the government and will allotted to the landless cultivators and small farmers. So what is land ceiling? So government will fix the land limit. Okay, government வந்து fix பண்ணிடுவாங்க. None of the people they can't buy or they can't able to keep the land more than that limit. அப்போ என்ன ஆகும்? They will distribute அந்த லேண்டை வந்து என்ன பண்ணிடுவாங்க? They like Singampatti Jamin. So he had nearly 76,000 acres of land. அப்போ என்ன பண்ணாங்க? The government took those lands and they gave to the landless people. That's what called as land ceiling. So however, this move was successfully only limited extent. A large section of agriculture workers are not able to form the small holding due to lack of money or skills. Land holdings were too small to the value. Most of the Indian states failed to implement the land redistribution policies. Okay, so what happened? This one also got failed. Why? Because a lack of money. Even though they are the small farmers, they got land, but they can't able to cultivate more because they need to buy fertilizer and so many equipments to do the agriculture. So they don't have proper money, and also so they are very small, viable, and the most of the Indian states fail to implement and the redistribution policies. Okay, what is redistribution policy? Whatever the government they have created, they form the rules like as land ceiling, they fail to do so. Are you all there, guys? Are you listening me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So even though government gave lands to them, but they can't able to do agriculture because of what? Poor finance, poor money. Next one is majority of small and marginal farmers. A large section of rural poor in India are the small farmers. The land they have generally less fertile and depend on rains. Okay, இந்த வானம் பார்த்த பூமின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. We all heard about that. In Kandambalam, we can find plenty of lands like that. Depend on rain. Whenever it's rain, immediately they will do rain crops. பார்த்துருக்கீங்களா? We heard about that. Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
இங்க எல்லாரும் கேமரா ஆன் பண்ணுங்க. Just I want you people to on your camera. So I want you people to on your camera and show me your face. No, Darshan Kumar, back to Coimbatore, back to your native.